How I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double dog, that's the way.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Out. 3 down. Out.
Hey, no, easy.
56. Much 56.
Go.
56 to Much.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm about to rush and I'm about to take you to school. Check. Crunch.
Alert. To the car.
Check. Watch the safety. Let's go.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
41's coming.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Washington.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check three. Hey, alert 3. Line up.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Alert. Kill. You go tight.
No time now.
On 2nd down, Love. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch it.
This is Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Sponge. No. Check. Motion, I got one. Slam. Watch out. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's do it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. Watch out. Watch it, 50. Through. Hey, wahoo. It's 57's Mike. Watch the run. Good route here. Hey, Charlie. What's that?
Now Cousins. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd down, It's Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's third down.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick your game up.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
There's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 59!
Check 50. Check.
24! Quick!
Hey, check 24.
24! Line him, go!
31, check 31.
Line him, go!
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's set! 18!
That's a part of it. Begin.
55!
Check it back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
54!
41's the mic. Check 41. Here it comes.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ring
Johnson. And this one complete to Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
36, 36. Showing up. 124. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
They'll run with Love.
Check out, please.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Force attack. 19. Let's go, dude. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Love again. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And a Redskin first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Not today. Check three. Switch.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, 53 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52, lead it, 48.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Shift. Alert flare. Check 99. Check. Let him go.
Get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Joker. I got it.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Here we go. The first carry for the former Viking Peterson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fresno. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
Peterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 28 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. Do wish you could.